In this episode, we are in
Avoriaz!
Hi, I'm Cos.
And I'm Meeks.
We self-built our fully winterised wonder bus called Tippy.
To chase the snow and explore the mountains in wintertime.
Together with our two little girls, we are ski vanning across Europe.
Our little family of four are visiting new places and learning new things.
We thought we'd share our tips on where to park and camp in the mountains with all of you. Welcome to Tippy Travels. So this time we are in Avoriaz, which is in the French Alps. Avoriaz is the highest resort in the Port du Soleil, or translated to Door to the Sun, which is the second largest ski area in the entire world. Avoriaz is actually most famous for being an entirely car-free resort, with horse and sleigh being the Uber of choice. There are two areas for campers, one on the edge of the resort and one at a farm about 2 kilometers away. As this resort is car-free, the park up for campers is located at the far edge of the main car park. Once you arrive, look for the sign saying Parking Exterieur. You should then go to the end of the car park where I've put my little yellow pin. The other place to park up is at the Soleil farm, forgive the pronunciation, which is on the main road in and out of Avoriaz from Morzine. So join us as we mess up our arrival.
Okay, we have just been to the car parking area in Avoriaz, where we were told by many people that the parking for motorhomes is at the very back. And when we got in there, a bloke said to us, well, a guy who worked there said to us, you know, we don't take camping cars in the holidays. So that's been a bit of a kick in the teeth. He told us to come down to the farm, which is just a bit out of Avoriaz, just a little bit. It's maybe 2 kilometers outside. So only a couple of minutes in the car, but still it's not in Avoriaz. So yeah. However, it has its upsides being here. It's quiet. The view's pretty spectacular. It's free. Access to the slopes is, well, immediate. And the parking area, although you can't see Tippy, the parking area is either there or just behind this building here.
And you're directly opposite a green run.
And as you can see from these guys coming down here, they'll ski past, go through the tunnel, and then off down to the lift station at the bottom. All right, we're going to try again near Avoriaz car park. The guy said to come up at 6:05. It's now 6:05, so he's gone home, so there shouldn't be a problem. Or it could be that he's gone home, so someone else is going to tell us not to park up here.
So after the staff went home, we got into the car park, found a nice spot with all the other motorhomes. On the way in, turn left at the main roundabout and enter. Do not attempt other exits from the roundabout, else you'll just have to turn around. It's pretty much a dead end. And this is the entrance where you'll grab a ticket and the barrier will open.
The park up in the Avoriaz main car park is not free. There is a daily charge. We do cover this a little later in the video, so stay tuned.
This is our first morning in Avoriaz. Tippy's all shut up, and just behind us there is Switzerland. But now
Swimming today.
we are a bit of a walk over to the piste. I would hazard a guess at maybe 300 meters, so not too far. We got our lift passes last night, so we can just jump on the lift as soon as we get there or ski down from it. So the Aire here in Avoriaz is essentially just a parking lot. It's all good. We've been all right here. You do need to be fairly self-sufficient. There's no hookup. There's no freshwater fill-up from what we can see. There is a toilet over in the distance by the kiosk for the parking. And as for draining grey water, you'll find sporadic drains like this one. So I would say that's your best bet. And your cassette, take that to the toilet over by the kiosk for paying for your parking in that area there. It'll come fairly naturally when you get here, because you'll realise like the way in and out is where the kiosk is, and that's where the toilets are, and that's your way to the piste in the town. So it's not really anything you can particularly get wrong. So as you can see, lovely sunny day. Tippy's over there in the background. And as we pan around, you can then see where the skiing area is and the buildings and everything. That's where the town is. It's not too far. And it's an absolutely wonderful day. Let me just give you a little glimpse of the view. Loads of sunshine too. So our solar panels have been absolutely cooking. We've been getting in 20 amps. So it's just, yeah, absolutely amazing. Batteries will be fully charged in a couple of hours. We're all electric. So we cook on induction, have a microwave oven, combination microwave oven, electric immersion heater. So we're quite electric heavy, and actually being up here with the amount of solar we've got is just perfect. So in here, you can pay for your parking and you can get yourself a lift pass. Well, you can definitely recharge a lift pass. I'm not sure if it spits them out. The machines here have been a bit hit and miss. And this is right next to the toilets. So unfortunately there's nowhere to fill up your fresh water in the Aire from what we can make out. The toilets don't have a tap. It's kind of like one of those automated things where you put your hand underneath and the water comes out, but the toilets are okay, you know, as well as can be expected for a public loo. But once you're outside of the car park, you literally just take a step up across this piste and head over to the town, which is just over there. But if you're heading out to ski straight away, then your first lift is here, Chapelle. The top of this drag lift takes you to either the park, the mini park, or over to the greens. So it's really accessible from the moment you get to this point where this drag lift is. Everything hooks up. It's really, really well done. So when we thought we weren't going to get into the actual parking up in Avoriaz last night, we chose to just kind of hang out down here. So we stopped in the van, had dinner here, and then headed up once the staff had kind of like filtered out, stroke gone home. And then we managed to get parked for the night without any interruptions. We kind of half expected a bang on the door this morning, but when we got up and looked out, the car park was half empty and there weren't many people coming in. So I think that they now have realised we're at the end of the school holidays. So it's no real drama having one extra camper. But it appears that any time that the school holidays are on, they restrict the flow of campers coming in and out of the Aire. So that's just something to be aware of. So right next to this farm is this free car park. And the tourism office have advised us that this is the place that you can park and camp overnight. And just down here, you'll see this space under the lift. This too is also part of the parking. So the farm here do like an evening type meal from, well, I say evening, it's kind of like an afternoon thing. So you can ski here, have a bite to eat, and then get yourselves back up to Avoriaz. The cheese is amazing. The milk, we had a glass of milk, fresh from the cow, just as I like it. But yeah, they do dinner up till 5:30, and it's kind of like traditional Savoyard stuff. So you're talking like fondue, and I've forgotten the rest of the menu. I knew I was going to forget it. Anyway, same link in the description to the farm. And obviously if you're staying up this way, then it's even better. You can have drinks and food in here and then just wander across to your van. So nice and easy.
But now on to the skiing. The Alps have really struggled for snow at this part of the season, with the neighbouring resort of Morzine closing a month early. So getting some altitude was our only option.
So the ski resort of Avoriaz is situated about 1,800 metres, and it is the furthest resort up from the valley of Morzine. So Morzine, you can actually see, where's my finger? Over there. Morzine is down there.
Oh, no.
And to get up here is about a 25-minute drive from Morzine. But obviously being so much higher up, it's so much more snowshore. So the skiing in Avoriaz, pretty good actually. A lot for beginners. We have bought a beginner pass, and that actually covers quite a lot of the area around the town. And then down from the town towards Morzine, we're in the kind of Poclou area, Serasasio. I don't know. But generally speaking, it's a very beginner-friendly area, and the snow's pretty good here.
Yeah, very
Down in
nice.
Morzine, though,
No.
God, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the kids are having a good time so far.
Yeah, nice long greens. Not just the up and downy lifts things, it's nice long greens so you can make a day out of it.
And if you've got the full Port du Soleil pass, this is a great place to be because you can head off towards Switzerland and Châtel. You can go over to Morzine, Léger.
Swiss flag!
Oh yeah, there it is.
We're near the border. Another border.
It's not much to say about Switzerland other than the flag's a big plus. Not mine, stolen.
There is no separate map for beginner pass, but it covers pretty much all the lifts in and around the town. But it can also take you on some lengthy blues and reds.
One thing that's quite nice about Avoriaz is most of the lifts and the runs are all very nicely linked up. If you've skied a bit like we have, you'll realise that there's quite a lot of places that are a bit disjointed and that you kind of have to finish one run, like sort of pole across to a different lift and that kind of thing. But this actually seems really fluid. It's actually really, really nice. And actually for the beginners, it's great because they're not getting out of breath and tired legs from literally just trying to get from one place to another. So just to give you an idea of the ski in, ski out nature of this park up. There's the parking, there's the piste. Nice and easy. You don't even have to cross the road to get onto the piste. You can just come down where this little blue sign is up here and get yourself on to this lovely little green. It takes you down to the Proclus lift and to the Cericeau lift. Again, pronunciations, I am sorry. So to get back up to the farm, Cericeau, you take that lift, nice and easy. To get up to Avoriaz, you take the Proclus lift, nice and easy. Also, something that's very useful is if you pull up to the farm without a lift pass, you can ski down here and collect a lift pass from the bottom of the Proclus lift just over here.
This beginner pass is €33 per day versus the full Avoriaz pass at €52 per day. And the Port du Soleil pass is €66, which is on par with the Three Valleys. Avoriaz being car-free is brilliant. It is a great bowl of fun for the kids to sled and bombboard, whilst the parents enjoy a drink in the surrounding bars.
It's a very relaxing vibe, and there's lots to do away from the piste, like taking a horsey Uber, or Uber, as I like to call it now.
So we've just had a pretty amazing time in the Avoriaz, which is basically the swimming pool. Yeah, it's a jungle. It's like a tropical rainforest. Outdoor hot tub.
Okay, so there's this thing, and it's like a U shape, and this guy pushes you off, and you go whoop, and you go back, and you go whoop, and you keep going.
Yeah, it's a half pipe water tube. Yeah. So the architecture in Avoriaz is a little bit sort of Marmite, really. Some people love it, some people don't. I actually think it's pretty cool the way that they've tried to blend the buildings into the rocks. I think it's pretty awesome, actually. Coming from a construction background myself, I know all too well how tricky it is for architects to make something like that look in keeping. I think they've done a pretty good job. Well, we established the best way of getting around Avoriaz is on a horse. So it looks like it's a flat fee of €13 per night. Seems totally fair considering the proximity from literally just being there to the town there. So we feel like that's quite a good deal. Even though there's no services, you're at 1,800 meters. It's pretty snowshore. The town's amazing, so it's well worth the €13 per night. We have had a chat with the parking attendant guy, and he explained to us that essentially, if you turn up on a Saturday or a Sunday during transfer day, the likelihood is you're going to get turned around. And that's because they want the spaces for the people that are coming here and staying a week. And obviously the camping cars take up more than one space. Camping cars, you know, motorhomes, etc. Just what they call it here, so it's drummed into my brain. And so they say that the best time to come is during the week. So Monday through to Thursday is the best time. But if you're a bit stealthy about it and you turn up after 8 o'clock where all the attendants have gone home, then generally there shouldn't be a problem. Just park at the very, very back, behind the red line, the rear of your van facing towards the mountains, and the front of your van facing towards the rest of the car park. And essentially they'll be happy with that. But they have said if you park inappropriately, if you park out of turn, or you take up more spaces, or you're too close to the front, you know, because you don't want to walk so far to the town, then you will get a bang on the door at 6 o'clock in the morning when these guys turn up to work. So just keep that in mind. I think there's an element of respect that goes into this. Okay, so that is us about finished here in Avoriaz. We've had a great time, haven't we?
Yeah, it's great runs for the kids. One side we loved, the other side I did not love as much because it was very mopey, but personal preference.
Generally up here the snow's been pretty decent. The snow everywhere else in the whole of the Alps has been pretty poor. So yeah, no, it's been a really nice thing to be here in the nice snow, and also the kids' activities and stuff outside of skiing is really good, and the town's a real pleasure to just have a walk around.
Very pretty.
Loads of people like sledding, parents following behind with a beer in their hand. It's absolutely perfect if you've got kids, and obviously it's in the heart of the Port de Soleil, so you can literally get yourself from here across to Léger, Morzine, and in the other direction, Châtel, and forget the name of Morgans, I think that's the name of the other place, and over to La Chapelle. So yeah, it's absolutely perfect. We've had a great time here, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode in Avoriaz. See you here next time.
Yeah, we'll be back, no doubt. Okay. All right. Cheerio, likey, subscribey, all of that, and we shall see you on the next one.
Bye.